I worry about so many things all the time. And it's hard to get out of your head when you can't. It's easier for a lot of people to say, well, just be positive. Hey guys, what's up and welcome back to my channel. Today is actually day one of week 8 of restarting my fitness journey. I have been counting macros, eating better. I've been doing Beachbody programs. I've been doing Lift 4, which is a weight training program, as well as Insanity Max 30, which is the cardio, which is what helped me lose some weight. And I gotta be honest with you, from last video that you guys saw, week 1 through 4 progress to now, I don't really think I lost much more weight, and I am okay with it because I have been on a whole new level of struggles this time around, as compared to what week 1 and 4 was. Yeah, so I showed you guys, what my routines were and everything like that, and I kind of left off with how week 4 was. Oh, sorry. Whew. Week 4. Week 4 was a little bit of a struggle. I did start week 5 strong, and then it just kind of went and then it plateaued a little bit. So for the most part, I feel like I have been doing a really good job at, or I had been doing a really good job at like my meals and stuff, which I shared with you guys, like what I eat in a day and all that good stuff. Wait, before I actually get further into this video, per usual, this video was sponsored by Bioptimizers and the Magnesium Breakthrough, which I have been sharing with you guys quite often, actually, the last several videos. I have not been getting great sleep throughout the night because, again, my 5-month-old decides to change his sleep patterns on me, and I have been getting up several times a night now. However, the Magnesium Breakthrough is a sleep aid that I have been using for a couple months now. This has actually helped me start to relax a lot sooner than before. I used to just go to bed and my mind would just run all night long. I wouldn't be able to get to bed to sleep till like 12, 1 o'clock, some crazy hour of the night. And now as soon as I go into my room to lay down, I take my magnesium, I take my calcium, I take, the supplements that I need to take, and it just helps me feel super relaxed and just ready to just zonk out all the time. I really love it, and I'll tell you guys a little more of the benefits for it. It's supposed to be more potent and effective for reducing stress and improving sleep and boosting energy levels. With every bottle of the Magnesium Breakthrough, you'll get 7 unique forms of organic full spectrum magnesium, which can dramatically improve your health. It reduces stress and it helps you feel calm, give you abundant energy so you can feel like yourself again. I'm gonna go ahead and link Bioptimizers down in the description, and you guys can use my code Araceli10 to get 10% off at checkout. Let's talk about what has been going on my side of the screen. I shared with you guys what I eat in a day for like a full week. I showed you guys like recipes and stuff and ideas. And for the most part, that's what I was doing. I feel like the last few weeks, though, like dinners were a struggle. We were eating out or going somewhere to eat, or I was just not really mindful of what I ate, for dinners. And I really didn't care, as long as I was doing okay throughout the day, which, my snacks, my lunch, my breakfast, all that. And then I just started feeling off. So I started feeling like super fatigued and just like low energy, and I will tell you guys that I started actually getting little bouts of like depression and like severe anxiety. And here I go with the tears. Hold on, I'm not gonna cry. I already told myself I wasn't gonna. Hold on, let me pause. Okay, I think I may have already confused you guys so much. So today's progress video is gonna be more on the mental health aspect of my progress, which is exactly why I started this whole thing to begin with, or restarted it, was because I was starting to feel less and less like myself, and I started to feel like I was getting some in a depressive depressed mood, and that's why I decided to restart something that I truly enjoy doing for myself. For the most part, I think this is more on like the mental health journey that I have to follow as well, because your mind and your physical are connected. If one's not right, the other one's not going to follow, and vice versa. And I love sharing that stuff with you guys. Not that I love going through these things, but I love sharing with you guys my experiences, because I know that I'm not the only one, and I know the more that you can relate, the more it'll help, right? And vice versa. So this kind of is like a therapy for me as well, where I get to talk to you guys about these things as well. So yeah, like I think like week 5 I started just feeling really off and like really sad all the time, and like just not, these cars that zoom by my house all the time. I just feel like there's so much going on, and so I decided to make, and then I was having other things, like my whole entire body was itching, and there's just so many things, right? I was thinking, oh my God, like what do I have this time, you know? And I am horrible when it comes to looking up stuff at like Googling stuff, and WebMD telling me that, you know, I'm gonna die tomorrow, and that's how that's the story of my anxiety. So I decided to just make an appointment super quick, and try to get in to see my provider. You know, we kind of went over certain things, and of course came back, you know, like we did like the whole questionnaire and all that. And I do have a history, and I still currently am battling with a little bit of a okay, so depression and generalized anxiety disorder. And when I'm telling you guys I have anxiety, like I have like severe anxiety, like I'm always thinking of, just my thoughts are wild, man. If you guys took a stroll through my brain, you'd be like, what the heck is wrong with this girl? I worry about so many things all the time, and it's hard to get out of your head when you can't. It's easier for a lot of people to say, well, just be positive. Okay, let me just be positive. And I try to be, but sometimes like it gets the best of me. So anyways, I went and I said, I need to get like a full-blown, I just need labs. Like I need to get my blood drawn, and I need everything checked, every last thing. My thyroid, because I had issues with that before. I need you to check my blood, because like all this itching is telling me that I have leukemia. I had a full metabolic panel done, like the CV. They just checked every last thing. Everything was within normal range. We couldn't figure out like the source of my itching or anything like that. So we thought maybe it was like an allergy that I couldn't figure out. Like I was trying to stop using this or that. Anyway, so I'm like on a daily thing of allergy medication. And then also like the 2 things that did come back were that I'm super low on iron again, and I'm super low on like vitamin D. So I'm iron and vitamin D deficient. So that sucks, because my body, it seems like, always has trouble absorbing that vitamin D and the iron. And this is something that I had struggled with way before I got pregnant, and that, you know, it's really messes with me. So if you guys don't know what vitamin D deficiency does, it causes these fun little symptoms, and then iron deficiency causes these fun little symptoms that are actually not so fun. It all made sense though. Actually, back in March, they had checked all my blood work and stuff to make sure that, you know, my iron levels were back up, because I had, you know, freaking like 4 units of blood transfusion when I had my C-section. So they wanted to make sure that everything was okay. And then like when I was pregnant, I actually had to have iron infusions because my body was just not absorbing it. So now I'm trying to kind of catch up to, bringing those levels up, because I know they have a lot to do with how I've been feeling, especially how I've been feeling like super low energy and just like all day and sleepy throughout the day. Not only that, but, you know, also a baby and a toddler. I'm trying to take care of all that stuff that's within my body so that it connects with my brain, so that it connects with my physical body, and I'm able to do all the things that I want to do that I really have a hard time doing when I'm feeling down. So right now I am doing my iron supplement, and because it does mess with my stomach, I have to do it like every other day instead of every single night. And then I'm also doing 5,000 units of vitamin D, and I know doing too much vitamin D can be actually bad for you, but right now my doctor recommended 5,000 units until I can get blood work done down the road and make sure that my levels are up. But also I'm indoors a lot. That's just the role that I have as like a work from home mom. Like I don't get out very much, so I'm indoors a lot. Okay, so again I'm sharing more of like the progress of like the mental aspect of it, because honestly that has been kind of not like debilitating or anything like that, but it's just been very hard to have the energy to do certain things. And sometimes when I feel like super low energy or like down, like I don't feel like eating, I don't feel hungry, I just don't feel, you know, so I've been skipping like snacks or certain meals, and I just have not been very like on top of like how I was doing it. I also feel like I have ADHD, and there are just so many things that are going on mentally and just overall. Like if I step outside of myself and see in and the things that I'm doing, the things that are not working, the things that are happening. And so right now I'm waiting to get a referral to actually talk to someone, and I think she said like a psychologist, and I know I've talked to a therapist before, and just try to figure out like the source of like my anxiety, because my anxiety is like through the roof. I have like just these crazy thoughts of worry and like just doom, and I just can't do that anymore. For reference, I grew up in a Hispanic household, and in the Hispanic culture, mental health is not a thing, especially from like my generation. For me, growing up, and my parents, that just didn't exist. You know, you weren't depressed, you were just lazy. So I feel like a lot of the things from my childhood have caught up to me. And yeah, so it's something I'm really trying to work on and fix, especially because I don't want that to be an issue with, you know, my kids here. So that is what's going on, and that's how we are working on coming to the end of these 8 weeks that have been very weird. I don't know. So moving on to the next phase of whatever it is I'm doing, I want to try to go into it with a little more balance, if you guys know what I mean. And yeah, that's the gist of what's happening, and you know how these last 4 weeks went. Overall, I still feel super proud of myself for doing what I have been doing, and then also for coming to terms and like recognizing all these other things that are happening. Like, because before, if I felt sick or felt something was off, I would postpone it. I just put it off and I wouldn't, you know, but now, or that could be the anxiety that I just like worry about all these things. So I feel more open to figuring out what is going on, and you know, getting seen or seeing someone to help with that. But I do want to open up a whole new conversation of other things, maybe in the next video, or you know, a few videos down. But I didn't want to put a damper on this, but again, like I do like being transparent, and I'm happy-go-lucky, but not all the time. So anyway, I'm gonna call it good today, you guys. Thank you so much for tuning in. And again, if you guys aren't following me on my socials, what are you waiting for? Yeah, everything is linked down below, and I'll see you guys on the next one. Bye.